We get ready to kick off game one in this lower bracket. A Dignitas win here would mean Luminosity is not only eliminated from the major, but they're also eliminated from the World Championship. So this a very important series. Luminosity also, they could end Dignitas's major hopes here. So here we go, Corelli.
Luminosity are still, of course, in the run here. They have to get. They're eliminated with a 5th, 6th, or worse. So they would need to get past top 6 here. So it's still a long road. They're not out of it quite yet, even with the win here. But a win over Dignitas in any form, I think, is a confidence booster.
It certainly is. For Luminosity, that World Championship journey could end here. The shot going to be blocked by Jorius. Apparently, Jack air dribble. Ixo able to slow it down. Talks in the corner. Jorius off the sidewall. Head back. Apparently Jack taking the space. Stop there from Ixo. Ixo again challenging the ball. Talks. Takes the shot. Apparently Jack ready and covering that. Now a quick shot again. We're seeing Luminosity placing some nice shots, going for the top corner, forcing Dig to make hard saves.
And I've already made four saves coming out from Dig, and now a good pinch. It's going to go in. Atomic can't get back, and Ixo just stops and stares as it flies into his own net.
Oh, and there was the miscommunication. Ixo barreling in. You saw Tox thinking that he's helping in that situation. I don't know if that helped too much on that touch. In fact, it may have made things worse.
And that's a little deflating if you're Luminosity. You have so much pressure. You forced 4 saves out of Dignitas in the first 20 seconds of the game. To have one pinch to your own net and be down a goal with that type of pressure and that type of start, it'll take the wind out of your sails.
Certainly will. We'll see how LG respond. Apparently Jack up to scrub to Ko, and now Atomic saves the day.
Wow.
Atomic, after the double commit, will go for net, but another good save from apparently Jack.
Atomic, what an air dribble to keep that one going. And you can see Luminosity, they're pressing so hard. They're keeping possession. That was past Jorius. Atomic shot is saved by apparently Jack as the press from Luminosity continues.
Ixo, the 50. Jorius booming it out. And if you just tuned in, you'd think, oh, Dignitas is winning. They must be controlling this game. It hasn't really been the case so far. Dignitas, the one breakout goal, but Luminosity has had so much possession and pressure.
Even the long-range shot threatening from Luminosity. Another one just fired right at a defender. Saves coming out from Dignitas. They're up to 8.
Dignitas able to clog up those shooting lanes. Nice play from Scrub. That 50 will get it out. Tox. Beat to the ball by Jorius. And now apparently Jack challenging to the corner. Scrub, double tap. Doesn't leak out far enough. Ixo, a chance to break out. Hitting it upfield. Nice touch and control from apparently Jack and the 50. Some solid defense coming out of Dignitas.
Yeah. You can't blame the defensive effort here from Dignitas. It has been spectacular. They're going to need to come up big here again. It's not going to happen with Ixo coming through. We're tied up.
And this was such a nice read from Ixo. Ixo sees Scrub Killers floating in the air, blocking the high option. Jorius waiting in the middle. Ixo doesn't rush the shot, takes his time, goes low. That was a heads-up shot from Ixo, and that ties up the game.
And finally, I think Luminosity happy to see one drop. Dignitas have just stopped everything. This is a difference. A difficult spot. Jack with a flip reset and wanted another touch. Dignitas, I mean, they put on the pressure of their own here. They're up to 6 shots, but it's just they haven't been close to what Luminosity's been putting out as far as offense. 9 shots for Luminosity, a lot of control on the Dignitas side, and a lot of control inside of the box as well. They've been able to keep a lot of possession and some hard drives towards nets that just been tough for the defense to keep up with, where they're not getting the best clear, and it's allowing shot after shot to come through from Luminosity.
And Luminosity having space. Ixo, that pass too far out. Apparently Jack pops it up high. Scrub, pinch pass down to the middle. Dangerous ball. It's by Eco. Low shot. Apparently Jack will score it. And it all started off this lovely touch from Scrub Killa.
The triple threat. Scrub Killa puts one dangerous across the net. Jorius keeps it dangerous for apparently Jack, and he comes through to clean things up. Dignitas, a beautiful way to take the lead here. Everyone getting involved, everyone on the same page, and they get one over Luminosity.
Admirable poise shown by Dignitas defensively and now offensively. Jorius getting demoed. Important touch on that ball. If Tox wins that 50 outright, it would have been slammed right into the net. Atomic going for the backward pass. Jorius does get the touch out into the middle. Scrub Killa will 50 it. And now apparently Jack missing out on that challenge. A miss from Jorius again, but it's going to work out. And honestly, it was probably for the best.
I'm on his camera, and when he whiffed, he flicked his camera like 5 times backwards because he's a little frustrated that he's not hitting the ball. I think he understands what's happening as he's whiffed twice in a row there. You can see, it's funny just to see a player kind of take his own frustrations out, kind of get back into it here. They're still leading, and they're going to continue to for at least a moment. Follow up there from Atomic, and he's able to tie it up with 12 seconds left.
Apparently, Jack was going back on defense and had to run through a player. He got the demo, but it actually lifted his car off the ground. So some self-sacrifice from Luminosity. That got them back into the game. 12 seconds left. We're all tied up.
Luminosity threatening. Another one coming from Atomic. And a big save there from Jorius. He won't whiff that one. 4 seconds left. Tox still keeping it dangerous. Ixo wants a piece of the defense here from Dignitas. And still dangerous. Has a good control. Comes out from Atomic. He found the backboard. As it will finally drop. Dignitas happy to see that one go to overtime.
Oh, and apparently Jack wanted to get the bump. Didn't get the bump, but fortunately for them, touches the ground. We've got overtime now. It's been a close matchup. Luminosity, certainly the aggressor in this game. Dignitas making a nice defensive stand. Now control from Tox. Tox to the middle. Atomic had pre-jumped. There's some confidence from LG.
There's been a couple pre-jumps there from Atomic, and to be fair, they've been paying off. Now here's Tox trying to go the distance all the way across the net. Ixo keeping it dangerous. Back pass to Atomic is brilliant. And now a backboard pass. No one's there. Everyone, so much passing coming out from Luminosity, they eventually didn't have a man. And Dignitas will able to get a good clear here and relieve some pressure.
Tox, first touch control. Both teams doing well on their own back wall to not resort to booming. Controlling it with a nice touch. Trying to keep that position upfield. Tox with a 50, sends it right to Scrub. Off the ceiling, Scrub. It was a weak shot, but it forced Atomic to use up the rest of his boost. Jorius will punch this down to the corner. Now a pinch up to Jack. Jack, the set. Jorius off the ceiling. Ixo coming off the backboard, misses, but Tox will be there to hit it upfield. Atomic, a bit of a scary situation, but a double commit from Dignitas. Not the greatest clear from Ixo. Shot will be saved by Tox. Chaotic on both teams' parts in that moment.
That wasn't pretty there at the end, but some great work here from Dignitas again, just posturing to put one away. It's apparently Jack with a second touch, and 1:43 is what it takes to take down Luminosity in game 1.
You see the air demo. After the demo, I couldn't even see what was going on for a moment.
Yeah.
At the mercy of that director cam. And Dignitas will take the victory, and it seemed like it was an uphill battle for Dignitas most of this game. They were stuck on the back line, forced to make save after save. It was not easy for Dig.
Jack's about to drop 1,000 in this game. 947 is his score. 3 goals, 5 saves, and 6 shots. My goodness, 12 saves in total for Dignitas, and I think that it was a bit of a slow start. We were talking about how many saves. They're at like 6 or 8 in the first 2 minutes of the game. And Luminosity was really pressing them. Of course, they had 14 shots of their own. But for Dignitas, I think they really settled into this game, kind of got their bearings. You could see them control the game a lot more. And you'd mentioned that. I think you're absolutely right, James. This game from both sides was about control. Both teams had great passing on their offensive zones. It was just about who was going to crack first on defense.
And you know, you saw the Nutcracker come out a few times, especially from EG. Usually you see demos result in, the attacking team will demo the defender, and that opens up the net to score. But we saw the self-sacrifice. Apparently, Jack had to run through a demo. It actually popped his car off the ground and gave Luminosity the space. So sometimes, even if you don't land the demo, you just get in the way enough, it'll work out. So both teams playing well so far. A tight battle in game one. We saw Dig come out on top, but they were certainly playing quite a bit of defense. We'll see if it's a more offensive showing now, or if they keep letting Luminosity bounce it off the post across net. You saw Luminosity streaking back. They dove back, but that post bounce really put them in a tough spot.
Yeah, and I see what happened to Ixo, because he had a player in front of him. He didn't have to react so early, but I think he thought that first man shooting was going to put it near post where Ixo was. So he pre-jumped, and then when it was placed back post, there was just no way for him to get to it. So Dignitas, a lot of misdirection behind that ball. Now a 2v1, and a great dunk from apparently Jack. No fear going into that challenge in the 2v1.
Maybe that was self-preservation, because you saw the 2v1. Apparently Jack says, if I play this slow, they're going to go for the demo.
Yep.
Cut that play out quickly. Smart and an instant play calling by apparently Jack. And now boom, is anyone back in net? Tox is there. We'll clear it off to the side. Jorius infield to Scrub. Scrub back to Jorius. The shot blocked. Rebound off the ceiling. Tox will clear it out, but that is some nice passing from Dignitas.
Yeah, they're looking really good in the passing department. Again, oh my, look at the bumps here from Ixo. At least relieve Scrub of his touch there, but Luminosity will get one here as everyone from Dignitas kind of just watch it fly in. I don't know what happened on the organization defensively here for Dignitas.
It seemed like apparently Jack fixated on that first challenge, ended up poking it past the challenge, but unintentionally setting up the center ball for Luminosity Gaming. Quick shot comes out, and that beats the Dignitas defense. Jorius, second effort on the ball. That pinches back towards that Scrub killer. There just in time. Saw the speed flip. Scrub killer stretching and making the play. It's off the ceiling, can't get the second touch. Apparently Jack. Nice flick around one. Threatening the bump. There's a demo from Scrub. Jorius!
Whoa!
It's still gonna set up the goal. Jorius! We have to take another look at this touch off the double tap.
What is that? Oh man, and robbed by the post. But his buddy Jack on the back post to put it home for him. It'd at least get in the highlight reel for him. What a touch, though, from Jorius. Because, I mean, if he doesn't get a touch like that, it's not the best ball coming across the box. It was something that Luminosity could react to. It had to be a touch like that to keep it dangerous.
Yep.
Well done from Jorius.
You need to get that ball out in the middle. I thought he was going to score it. Wow, what a play. And then Jorius on the goal line. We'll clear it out. Never punished. Jorius was sitting at the midfield waiting for the mid boost, and he left that net open. He gets bailed out.
No justice in Rocket League. No justice.
No justice, at least for Luminosity Gaming. That has to hurt. Jorius left that window open and promptly shut it after it bounced off the crossbar. There's a demo by Atomic. Scrubkilla still has room to make a play, but Ixo will clear this out to the corner.
And Dignitas still holding on to their lead. And they have really turned up the pressure in this game. Now 10 shots to the 4 of Luminosity. Luminosity trying to make it 5. One huge drive again from Ixo. And now Dignitas. Ixo, the last man back. Gets faked by apparently Jack, but Scrub got in the way. Apparently Jack has Jorius on the far side. He's going to dish it off. Pre-jump is there. Shot on target. Tox makes the save on the goal line. Scrub trying to salvage the play. But LG turn away Dig.
Oh, what a save from Tox. Tox getting up early to even read the pre-jump from Jorius. Excellent defense. Both teams bringing a nice level of play here. Jorius to get to that ball. A scary touch off the ceiling in their own end. Dignitas now having to fight out. Jorius will get the boost and loop back. Tox.
Wow.
Beautiful passing play coming out from Luminosity. You saw Jorius give this space. Atomic used it to pass.
Yeah, I was about to point that out. You're absolutely right, James. I feel like Jorius, he picked up that boost and he could have at least gone towards it. I don't know if he would have gotten there in time, but you know, you could have induced some panic on the other side. When you give him that type of space, it gives him that split second to see that pass. And for Dignitas, punished in that case, tied up here now, just over a minute left to play.
And I mean, it was smart thinking there from Atomic. Atomic, when seeing he had all that room, was able to calculate the highest percentage play. Luminosity Gaming, they tie it back up. Final minute. Dignitas a chance to take the lead, still in a dangerous spot. Jack being denied, but it's a double commit. Scrub waiting for the pass. Ixo will tip it, but Atomic also went. The back pass from Atomic, but no one's there. Everyone's low on boost, struggling for Luminosity. Backboard pass, shot attempt now for Scrub. That's going to go wide, and Tox will hit it off to the side. Still, the shot oncoming. Jorius goes low, but it's a pinch all the way downfield. And Luminosity Gaming escape. Whew.
And they're putting on some good shots here. Last 20 seconds. Luminosity, can they come up clutch? Dignitas' defense. It's been a brick wall here. Tough to break through. Tox has an easy one, but Scrub maybe an even easier save. As the final 5 seconds tick down, Luminosity trying to have the last laugh. And apparently Jack playing within the midfield Ixo. A weak drive towards the net. That one might just drop down, as I think Luminosity might let this one drop.
Luminosity, they're showing some threatening looks, but now they find themselves in another overtime. Jorius pinch down Scrub, solo play ball, flip reset, shut down by Ixo. Atomic 50. Tox will push it through and gets the corner boost steal. Backboard pass, and Scrub Killer will hammer it downfield. Jorius, does he have enough boost to get to this ball? Will get a 50, but Tox gets his wheels back under him quickly, but not quick enough. Ixo up to Atomic. Atomic a chance. Goes for the passing play. Tox dives as well. It's a 2v1 situation. Ixo not the best touch. Ixo! He hands Dignitas this game on a silver platter with that missed first touch.
Yeah, a little greedy for the boost there. With a touch like that, you certainly can't go for it. And just a big mistake there coming out from Ixo. And of course, Dignitas all over it. When you make a touch like that out towards your box, there's a shot certainly oncoming, and just a big mistake there at the end. The biggest moment there in this series so far. And Dignitas now 2-0 up in this series.
Was that game one? Or was this game two? I feel like this was deja vu.
Yeah.
Another 3-2 overtime series and another Dignitas win. And, you know, this was, again, a game where, you know, it's very winnable for Luminosity Gaming. We saw some good shots. We saw some great passes. And it is heartbreaking, you know, especially for Ixo, for a game that was, you know, so well played by both teams to end on a mistake like that. And that's really going to take the wind out of the sails for Luminosity Gaming, who have not only the major to play for, but also the World Championship. And their, you know, world's hopes could end right here with just one more game win from Dignitas. Dignitas, you know, finding themselves in the lower bracket early, but since then starting to build some momentum, Corelli.
Yeah, and for Dignitas here, like you're saying, really starting to ramp up when they needed it most. And if you look at the scoreline, I think we mentioned this in game one as well. You look at the scoreline of the series, you see 2-0 and Dignitas, you might go, oh, Dignitas, they're just wiping the floor with them, right? It hasn't been the case. We just said it in this intermission that it feels like it's just such a close series, and it feels like Luminosity is certainly in the driver's seat for, I think, a lot of these games, or for both of these games, I should say, where they were in winnable positions, where they could either hold on to their lead or they had opportunities to grow their lead. They've either let Dignitas back in, or Dignitas have hung around long enough to generate their own chances. So for Luminosity, you look back on the series, if they were to get swept here, and you kind of scratch your head a little bit because of how close it really was, and you couldn't come up with a win.
Well, and honestly, Corelli, maybe the point where this series could have turned around for Luminosity Gaming was that play where Jorius stuck around in the mid too long. He was waiting to get that boost. The net was open, and it hits off crossbar and stays on the goal line. That goes in. Hey, maybe Luminosity Gaming wins that game, and maybe they'll be able to carry that momentum through. And it's not over yet, but Dignitas, they've been clutch. We'll see if they can finish it here in a sweep. Dignitas looking good so far. Ixo, first touch control. Tox.
Wow.
Will tip it around one. You saw Scrub Killer not expecting Tox to get that touch.
Yeah. Great touch there from Tox. You see, just extra time spent. But now the flick on from apparently Jack is saved by Tox, who once again is coming up big with touches defensively to get Luminosity out. Jorius, what a flick, a monster flick. He flicked it to himself. That's how far it went.
Yeah. And that first touch control was so good as well. Scrub Killer barreling in. Can't finish the play. We've seen Jorius struggle a bit on defense, but offensively, such a threat. Scrub going for the backboard. Apparently Jack bails out. There's a demo. Jorius kicking it into reverse, going for the high shot, and Tox, nice touch to the corner.
Defense standing strong, but Scrub are moving one. Open space, the shot's high from Jorius. Another demo comes out.
Another demo.
There's more space afforded to Dignitas here, but Luminosity somehow are getting out of this.
And I thought it was an instant goal. Jorius putting the shot high. That net was so open for Jorius. Couldn't find the accuracy on the shot. Now Tox using up every bit of boost.
Wow.
Maybe needed just one more to score it, and the save from Scrub Killer. I don't understand how this game is still scoreless.
It's very reminiscent to game one, except this time, instead of just Luminosity, Dignitas are also knocking on the door. As here comes Luminosity again. Ixo sniping the top left corner. Turned away by Jorius. Dignitas, is it their turn to strike? Apparently Jack wants to go under. Can he get back to it? Ixo will sweep it away, and a good pinch gets LG out.
Scrub, though, booming it right back downfield. And I'm sure Luminosity Gaming is tired of playing defense at this point. It started out with them being the aggressor in game one, but Dignitas seems to have kicked it into another gear. But a miss! Open net! Tox can't get around it. Ixo couldn't get it on net either. And another open chance for Luminosity Gaming, and they walk away empty-handed.
And that one's a little bit more understandable. Tox had no boost, and he was backwards, but he scores that on his own net?
Things go from bad to worse for Luminosity Gaming. This one,
nutty.
I don't know if that's the right word, Corelli. I don't know if that's...
Put it in black and white on the highlight reel. You won't know what goal you're shooting on.
Desaturate it, ship it. It's a clip. Oh, tough break for Luminosity Gaming. And we'll see if they can pick their heads up and fight through the pain. I'll pinch out a ton.
No way.
The right spot at the right time. And you know what? They deserved that, Corelli. Luminosity Gaming catch a break.
And you know what? You can put that one on the highlight reel. What a dunk from Tox, and backwards still from Atomic with 12 boost only, but he didn't need any boost. That one was landing right on the back of his car. That's an easy backflip for him to put on the open net. Great play again. And Tox, I know he owned goals, but he's been having a good game here, just being a nuisance behind the ball, winning so many challenges, and that time it paid off with the dunk.
Huge speed from apparently Jack, who'll go straight for net. Ixo, well defended, shadowing the ball. Scrub powering through. Boomed from Tox. Apparently Jack, read by Tox like a book. Fortunately for Dignitas, no one was there to read that backboard bounce. Ixo, around one. Atomic will tip it up. Tox towards net. And Jack calling off the defender. Jack with the dribble.
Wow.
Tox will slow it down, and Scrub going for the 50. Atomic, dangerous flick. That sets up a shot. And now bump on Jorius. Tox able to prevent Jorius from getting a clean hit.
He's so annoying. Tox is just everywhere, bumping players or being behind the ball, waiting the challenges. He's just a nuisance for Dignitas. Now, unfortunately, it didn't pay off there, but it has paid off earlier in this game, and he's gonna have to come up big here as Jorius off the backboard. Everyone retreating for Dignitas. 15 seconds left.
Jack getting bumped off the ball in the air. Jorius Off the sidewall, can he get to the ball in time? Glorious! He puts it top shelf. It was a foot race. Atomic goes all in on that challenge and will lose it.
Oh, he's just so fast. And he had just enough boost to jump up and use a little bit of boost to get after that ball. That speed in the final seconds here puts Dignitas into the lead, trying to sweep out LG.
Oh, in the miss on the follow-up, the cheat on the kickoff was there. It was a good ball for it, but Luminosity Gaming couldn't pull it together in the final moments. Dignitas winning by a goal each game, sweep it, and we'll be moving on.